So, what's up with the anti-fat shaming movement? This is Daniel from Journey of Fat Man, and we're coming here to talk about a very special subject. Something that's been on my mind for quite a while, to be honest. And it's this, even years before I started this channel, as the anti-fat shaming movement, right? And look, let me tell you, I don't like you guys. I'm sorry, I really don't. I do understand from a certain position what you're going through, because yeah, I can speak from experience. I'm still a fat dude. I'm in this journey, and yeah, I can kind of get where they're coming from in a certain sense, as I was also discriminated by many people just for being fat. And I do understand that shaming people just for being fat is not a good thing. It's really not correct. But I really don't like these people, because there's especially 5 reasons why I really hate the anti-fat shaming movement, right? And everything that it represents. So I'm going to tell you those reasons why. So please do leave a comment, like, subscribe, and everything, all blah, 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 blah. So let's start out, right? So these are the 5 reasons I really am not into the anti-fat shaming movement. First of all, it's all female. It's mostly 99% female. You could say it like that. So since right now social justice warriors pretty much want us to be in a minority group just to be able to actually speak our minds. Well, I think I can speak because I've still got the fats. So let me tell you first that this movement is mainly directed towards females. Most of the memes, banners, marches, whatever you want, events, they're all directed towards the female beauty standards, thinking that for some reason we guys don't have as high of a beauty standard than women. Well, I think that actually the beauty standards and the societal standards for guys are even higher than those of women. Most societal standards of women actually just want you to stay fit, right? They want you to stay as fit as humanly possible, sometimes a little bit too much, and that's kind of fucked up, yes. But we guys, we are treated to societal standards of inhumane physiques that are constantly being pushed through their limits by hypertrophy and steroids, right? And that is quite a challenge. Not only that, but guys usually have to basically be rich, super dominant, extra charismatic, and all the possible social traits of virtue and success just to be accepted in society, right? Or just to be considered as a model person in society. So both genders have kind of fucked up in that sense, right? We both have very unrealistic standards, and the fact that the anti-fat shaming movement is mainly directed towards females speaks of a certain hypocrisy. It's not against fat shaming itself. It's against mainly guys not liking women, or people just in general not liking fat women as much as they like fit women, right? But this happens the other way around all the time. Get any fat dude's picture on Tinder and you'll see how he'll just get less likes. He'll just get less things. Of course, if he has a good personality, he might be able to handle it, but it's really not that easy. So the second reason I'm really not into the fat shaming movement, the anti-fat shaming movement, is because you cannot change people's tastes. No matter how many times you tell us that bones are for dogs, or that fat is beautiful, and show us a 300-pound model showing us to the camera, you cannot change people's tastes just like that. It's a thing that happens in society. It's, of course, I do believe there's a certain correlation with beauty and the societal standards that someone is currently imposing. But to say that you will just make people suddenly like, love, and enjoy fat, it's kind of stupid. It's not something that should be venerated. And of course, it really goes against what people usually look forward to, right? And saying that you are a horrible person for not liking fat is really stupid. I do enjoy fat girls, but not everyone does. And saying that you need to do that is quite terrible. On the other side, if you were talking about acceptance, well, I wouldn't have any problem with that, right? If you would have just told us like, yeah, you're just bodies, right? But it's not about glorifying them. We can't glorify fat and just try to get away with it and expect for everyone to just suddenly start enjoying fatness. But this is not about acceptance, and that's the thing. It's not about acceptance. It's about beauty standards. It's about being loved. It's about being cherished for whatever type of body you have. Third, and next reason is because it's complacent. It's a complacent body of people. It's people who have decided that, just stay like that. You're beautiful like that, right? And it really doesn't help, right? It really doesn't help because it makes you stay in the same position. And let me ask you, if you wanted to be the best version of yourself, well, think about it. Will the best version of yourself be able to move physically, to be physically active? Would it be a version of yourself that eats healthily, right? I'm not saying that you have to be super thin and skinny to be healthy, but I definitely say that you cannot be absurdly morbidly obese and be healthy. And this is a complacent movement, a movement that just tries to say like, okay, fuck it. Doesn't matter, just do whatever you want. And this doesn't help at all. It doesn't help young people, it doesn't help old people. And you know, it stays in its complacency and tries to blame it on other things, right? It always pushes the problems away. Oh, it's the fat shamers. Oh, they don't understand, you're just born like that. That's not the way. That's not how it works. I read a sentence once which was really terrible, but it said that there is no fat people in a very impoverished town which has barely enough food to eat. And that is true. Fat just doesn't come from the cosmos. And you have to stop being complacent and really realize that it's your fault that you are fat. It's your fault. Unless you have some kind of like thyroid problem and all that, it still is, you have to understand that if you don't have those genetic problems, it really is your fault. And you don't need to be bullied for that. I'm not saying that at all. I do not condone violence against anyone. But I do say that you have to understand and take responsibility of what you do. So the next reason, the fourth reason, it attacks hard work. It really does, because it's not only an anti-fat shaming movement, it most often converts to a skinny hate movement, right? It hates skinny people, it hates fit people, it hates people who have worked for their body a long time, a hard time. It tries to stereotype them. It tries to make them seem like they have worked so much in their body, so they must be stupid. Or they try to attack them by saying, oh yeah, guys who like skinny girls, they're like dogs, they just like bones, right? Good men like meat, right? That's just attacking hard work. That's attacking people who have worked for their physique. And of course, not all fit people have worked for their physique. I do understand genetics do play a big part of it. I have a friend who is like amazingly skinny. Is just this beautiful, beautiful fit person. She's never worked shit in her life, and I do understand that this is a blessing of genetics. But even if genetics have blessed some people, you have to take a responsibility for yourself, and this is all about accountability. Here in Journey of a Fat Man, we think accountability is the most important trait that you should have besides willpower. I think that. I really value people who take accountability for their own actions. And attacking hard work is a way to be complacent again, to fall on, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Most anti-fat shaming people even go as far as to say that that jacked guys they're idiots. They're working on something that's not real. Whatever, right? So attacking these people really doesn't fit the bill. It just doesn't help you at all. It really just means that you are basically projecting your insecurities onto someone else. And finally, the last reason I'm really not into the anti-fat shaming movement is because it blames society. It's constantly blaming society as a whole. Oh, society doesn't accept me. Yes, society doesn't accept you. But these are people who are not able to control their own weight. These are people who are not even willing to accept that they are at fault for their own weight. So how can someone who is totally unable to control himself, right? To control himself and his own body, how can we even say that he's able to make a movement to control societal thought, right? You cannot even go out of your house and go to gym and you're already trying to think that you should change society. And me more won't help. And me more won't help. It will just get you ridiculed, right? And as long as you keep attacking people, yes, this will not help. Most anti-fat shamers would say like, oh, well, that's just the radicals, right? Well, let me ask you something. When was the last time you saw any moderate anti-fat shaming ad, anti-fat shaming movement, or anti-fat shaming actual goal that was pursued and actually accomplished? I dare you to find one. I really dare you to find one, because there's none. There's literally none as far as I know of, and I might be wrong. If you do please know of any moderate fat shaming goal that has been anti-fat shaming goal that has been accomplished, I please ask you to post it in the comments. But in most cases, it's all radicals just trying to blame their own problems in society, and that is something I hate. You have to take accountability. You can change. You can be the better version of yourself. And that better version of yourself, maybe it's not a skinny, ultra thin person. It doesn't matter. But that version of yourself is an active version. Is a version that takes control of her own nutrition, of his own nutrition. It's a person that can be really physically fit, and that is enjoyable to himself and to others, and that they don't have to try to move society towards people just accepting whatever they are. People are assholes, and society is a titanic, really a titanic giant that trying to change it is really almost impossible without first trying to change oneself. Okay? So these are all my 5 reasons why I really don't like the anti-fat shaming movement. I just came back for a workout, from a very good biceps workout. So I'm really tired, so I'm going to make some good food to eat and keep getting on my progress. Guys, if you want to start this journey with us, a journey of a fat man, please subscribe, comment. I will likely leave some links down below so you can see our first videos and you can see the progress that we're doing, and maybe try to join us, tell us in your comments your story and everything like that. And hopefully I'll see you guys very soon in other videos. So this is Journey of a Fat Man, and fight on.